All right, have and have not fans. This particular video, we are going to talk about, I would say, maybe the second strongest topic of discussion after last night's episode. Obviously, the first one having to do with Laura being a stand-in for Veronica. That video will be coming. For this particular video, let's shoot for a goal of, let's be bold. I think this is a good enough topic. Let's try to get at least 200 likes on this video. And the question is, folks, is Wyatt Cryer dead? The short answer is no. I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that to be blunt, but I will go into detail as I always do. But no, a couple of reasons on this. Number one, this is season 7, episode 9 that we just saw, and we're going to see him passed out, bleeding on the ground in episode 10, which is the mid-season finale. Obviously, Tyler Perry did a good job of building suspense, Wyatt not just being all talk. But you have to think of it from the perspective of, we know season 7, there is a back half coming. Season 8 was filmed last year. Season 9 is coming. It has not been filmed yet. So as of right now, we can theorize that the haves and the have-nots at bare minimum is going to be continuing until 2022, just to put that out there. Him killing off Wyatt, to me, I would not care one bit, because I've been saying this for a while. Didn't I do a video a couple days ago about what will Wyatt do to upset Catherine? And this is not, and you've heard me in the episode, what was it? Was it the review I did for the heavy lifting, or was it the episode, Mr. Jim, where I said there are so many good actors on this show that they're not being given good material because their characters are too one note. There hasn't been any development. It's been more regression. Aaron O'Connell, I've seen him in a couple of Hallmark Christmas films and other projects. The man has range, but we don't see that on this show. So Wyatt's death, honestly, to me, I wouldn't care, because Wyatt definitely went out with a bang, boom, boom, bang, no pun intended, when he attempted to kill his parents. So I feel like at this point, he doesn't have anything to bring to the show. He's already testified against his parents. He shot Jim. He scared Catherine. There's nothing left for him. But with the show continuing this, at least for the next couple of years, Wyatt is still alive. Trust me, he's alive. There were only a handful, but there were a few behind the scenes photos from the filming last year for the reshoots of season 7 and season 8 being shot. Aaron O'Connell was there for a little while, a couple weeks. Aaron O'Connell is still alive. He is Wyatt Cryer is still alive. If you want to make a comparison, remember in the episode last year for If Loving You Is Wrong called Chest Pains, where it was the one cop, was it Rick? Guys, if I mess up the names of these characters, bear with me. Remember, last year was the first time that I ever reviewed If Loving You Is Wrong, and also the show's been gone for a while now. So I want to say it was Rick, the black cop who seems to have a thing for Kelly and wants to help her out. Didn't he say something about, hey, if you want to get out of this jail for at least a little while to be in a real hospital, after she tried to hang herself, just say you have chest pains, and she was able to stay in a real hospital for a couple episodes. So Wyatt kept telling Catherine that he wanted out, and she's like, Wyatt, you're not going anywhere. Leave me alone. Just be quiet. I mean, hell, she's not going anywhere either. So I wonder what would have happened if she said that, like, Wyatt, I've already talked to my lawyers. I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. So there's nothing I can do to help you get out of here anytime soon. So I'm guessing Wyatt being, Wyatt. Sorry. Speaking of chest pains, my back's sore. I need to invest in a massage, but hey, money is low right now. Wyatt took the toothbrush and the razor, and somebody in the comments of the episode review was telling me how they could do that in jail. Like, what is it, like melt the razor to fuse to the tooth? Look, guys, I have no freaking idea. But in any case, I said this in the video about, Wyatt upsetting Catherine. It really would have hurt Catherine more to see Wyatt do what he did. Not just because she's there watching it, but also Amanda was one to, cut herself and harm herself. So imagine if Wyatt literally did take his own life in front of his mother. So she had to relive some of the physical harm that her daughter used to do, and she's dead. Now imagine her only living child doing something similar and ending his life. So, I mean, honestly, based off where he cut himself, it must have been like a vein or whatever that, obviously you don't want slit because of blood loss. So Do I think Wyatt is really dead? No. I mean, most likely probably tried. Here's two things, two theories on this. Number one, Wyatt may have literally tried to take his own life to do it. That way, it's like, I'm not going anywhere. I can't take this anymore. I got to go. Number two, he tried to get sympathy from his mom, but it wouldn't work. So he decided the next best thing to do is let me put myself in so much harm that they would have to take me out of this jail cell, even if for a little while, to put myself in the hospital in order to recover. Which would make sense because his father's in the hospital and David's being sent down there by Jim to check on his son. So remember when Wyatt overdosed back in season 3? What was it, 3 or 4? Basically, you know, after Jennifer Salison gave Wyatt his inheritance. Yeah, this was before Candace took it. Well, technically before Oscar took it, but then Candace intercepted it. But basically, this was when he had that big party. He overdosed. And those idiots at the hotel, like some of the paramedics, this really showed where the show was. Well, this really allowed viewers to see where the show's writing was really starting to tank. Because when you have paramedics and other like legal and medical professionals check Wyatt and say he's dead, David goes in there, he still has a pulse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so literally, David, I feel, is going to pull another rescue. Is like, he has a pulse. Get him to the hospital now. Oh, sorry, my throat's kind of sore. He has a pulse. Get him to the hospital now. Don't worry, Catherine. We'll take care of him. And maybe we'll get a tender moment between Catherine and David, hinting to the fact that those two did have sex on her wedding night. So be on the lookout for that. So in any case, I think Wyatt's going to go to the hospital. Celine might show up. I don't know. Or maybe Jim will come out of his hospital bed and try to visit his son. And that'll be an interesting throwback to season 1 when Amanda tried to overdose on pills after she was assaulted by Professor Cannon. Then Jim saw her in the hospital. So it would be a major throwback for Jim to do that again, but sadly see the son that tried to take his life. So Wyatt will not die. If season 7 was the final season, I could definitely see him dying, but this isn't the final season, so Wyatt is alive. I think that, again, he probably tried to take his own life because he couldn't take it anymore, or he literally just put himself in a condition where he knew he could actually be taken out of the jail for a little while to recover. And I think David's going to show up in order to hopefully get him to the hospital soon enough to save his life. So, with that being said, that's pretty much all I got. Also, just a quick funny moment here. Last night when I posted my bank account number, not my number for my bank account, but the amount of money I had near like $8.50 or whatever, that was legit. Like, remember, if you joined in my live stream last night, you literally know I told you, like, guys, I want to laugh at Jim, but I only got like $16. And after this live stream, I'm feeling hungry. I might go to Wendy's. I went to Wendy's, spent like $8. And I literally had like $8 and some change left. Hence why I posted like, look, I'm still richer than Jim Cryer. And that's legit. Thank you to like the 3 people who sent me money on PayPal. Somebody sent me 10, another person sent me 3, another person sent me $5. They're like, hey, congrats on the success and keep up the videos. And I'm just laughing to myself like, that was hilarious. So there is a link to my PayPal if you want to donate anything to the channel or me directly, guys. You don't have to, but I thought it was hilarious because that was not a joke. I literally only had about I literally have like $8 and some change in my bank account, but thanks to the money in my PayPal, I got a little bit to kind of hold me over for a little bit. But again, if you want to donate, by all means, I can use all the help I can get. Payday is not until the 23rd, and it's going to be yeah, that's a while away. So thanks so much for tuning in. Like I said, let's shoot for my back. Need to save up money for a massage for real. Like, I've been sore the past few days. Epsom salt baths are only good for a little while, but I need like a literal physical fix, if you will. But yeah, let's shoot for a 200 plus like ratio on this video. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Wyatt's dead? Yeah, sadly the trailer isn't out yet. Well, maybe I'll save this video for like 24 hours, and if they put out the trailer, I can get the screenshot of Wyatt laying on the floor with that barbecue sauce blood near him, because I don't think he's dead. Look, if Wyatt is dead, then my God, I will be shocked. I will say kudos Tyler Perry, but you should have killed Justin off first. But I do not think Wyatt is dead. And with that being said, I've already done my social media plugs. Yeah, links, everything in the description. Yeah, hit the bell notification icon for real. That way, when I post new content, you don't miss out. And yeah, also check out my eBay store. I got over 50 items that end auction on Friday. Free shipping, mostly trading cards right now. I'll be listing stuff later this week. And with that being said, I'll catch you all later.